Brandy June, and you're watching The Knowledge Fairy. Today, we're going to talk about brains. Not eating them, but using them. Since at least the 1930s, it's a common idea that we only use 10% of our brain, and that if we could only unlock the other 90%, we'd be able to do incredible things, like be really smart, or have X-ray vision, or telekinesis. Ooh. However, research has shown that we actually are using all of our brain, and some of these powers might be kind of made up. Let's go find out. Like explorers mapping out uncharted lands, scientists were trying to map out the brain. In the late 19th and early 20th century, researchers were only able to map out about 10% of the brain. This led to the miscommunication that we only use 10% of the brain. Just because we don't know what the other 90% is doing doesn't mean we're not using it. Thanks to modern technology, we're able to do much better brain mapping. And we haven't found a dormant part. Another thing that contributes to this idea is that sometimes we do use as little as 10% of our brain when we're resting or asleep, but in the course of 24 hours, we pretty much do use all of our brain. In fact, most of the time we're using most of our brain. But like our muscles, we don't use all of our brain all of the time. Like, have you ever tried to use all of your muscles all of the time? Also, people who have brain damage are affected, even if the brain damage is far less than 90%. You'll never hear a doctor say, "Thank goodness the accident only affected 90% of the brain." While the brain only takes up 3 to 5% of the body's weight, it uses 20% of the body's energy. Think about that. So if this myth is so clearly false, why is it so popular?
The myth has also been associated with Albert Einstein as an explanation of his very large intellect, although a close examination of the archive shows he never actually said this. And remember, while he was a brilliant physicist, he wasn't a neuroscientist.
It has been used time and time again by psychics, charlatans, self-help gurus, people who want to sell you something and have you buy their book or a service because they say their book will help you unlock parts of your brain, or they say they have special powers because they've unlocked parts of their brain. But really, in the end, they mainly just want to unlock parts of your wallet. Speaking of which... So the next time someone tries to sell you on something that seems unbelievable, if only you used all of your brain, you'll know that it is unbelievable because you already are using all of your brain.